At my brother's lavish wedding, my parents demanded I hand over my penthouse to his new family. When I refused, Dad slapped me in front of the guests. The next morning, what I did made them fall to their knees. "Just give your brother the damn keys, Ethan. He's about to be a father. Man, that place should be his now." "You're doing this now? At his wedding?" I asked, voice low, my jaw tight. "Don't raise your voice," Dad snapped. "You live alone. That penthouse is too much space for you. It makes sense for him and Ashley to move in." "Are you serious?" I laughed bitterly. "You think I worked 60-hour weeks, paid the mortgage solo just to hand it over like a party favor?" We were just off the dance floor, behind a curtain near the catering hall exit. The DJ was blasting Bruno Mars, but we were not unnoticed. Servers passed by slowly, and a few guests glanced over. "You're making a scene," Mom hissed, tugging at her necklace. "This is Luke's day, not yours. Don't ruin it like you always do." "Ruin it?" My voice cracked, more from disbelief than volume. "You know what? No. Give him the damn apartment." Dad barked. "No." His hand moved fast. Slap. Right across my face, a sharp sting. Someone gasped. Glasses clinked. A bridesmaid stopped mid-step. I didn't flinch, didn't cry, but inside, something snapped. Who I am. I'm Ethan Wells, 27, software engineer, quiet type. Never been loud, never been reckless. Definitely never the favorite. I live alone in a penthouse apartment in downtown Chicago. Nothing crazy, just something I worked my ass off for. The kind of place that still smells like ambition and caffeine. I bought it 3 years ago. No help, no cosign, just hustle. And apparently now it's something I'm too single to deserve. I've been the dependable son, the buffer, the fixer, the guy who gives in. But after tonight, I'm done. The family that forgot me. Dad, Greg Wells, 60, retired firefighter, hard-nosed, old school, believes feelings are for therapy bills. Luke gets a DUI, boys will be boys. I miss a family dinner once. Selfish, disrespectful brat. Mom, Linda Wells, 57. PTA queen turned Pinterest grandma in training. Baby talks Luke's dog. Still packs his lunches when he's stressed. Hasn't hugged me since 2019. Luke Wells, 24. The Golden Boy. Former college dropout turned TikTok personal trainer. Engaged to Ashley baby due in 4 months. Lives in a one-bedroom he can't afford but somehow still drives a Tesla. Me? The responsible one. The invisible one. The one they expect to clean up everyone else's mess. At the wedding reception, while the lights dimmed and people slow danced, I sat alone near the fountain in the garden. Luke came over, grinning like he didn't just witness our parents try to rob me blind. "Hey, bro," he said, lightly tapping my shoulder. "No hard feelings, right?" "Hard feelings about what? You getting everything handed to you?" Come on, man. You knew Mom and Dad always thought the place was too big for you." "They thought it was mine, Luke. I paid for it. It's in my name." He laughed. "Dude, relax. You're acting like I asked to crash on your couch. It's just a place. Family's more important, right?" That phrase. Family's more important. Every time I heard it, it meant I had to give something up. That night, back at my place, I couldn't sleep. Not because of the slap, not even the fight, but because I overheard them talking in the hotel hallway. I'd stepped out to grab a soda from the vending machine. And there they were, Mom, Dad, and Luke, door half open, their voices carrying. "Ethan's always been too intense," Mom said. "He holds on to things, never lets things go." "He'll give in," Luke said casually. "He always does." "We gave him a roof, school, food," Dad muttered. "Now he's acting like we owe him." I stood in that hallway for a long time. Then I went back to my room, opened my laptop, and opened a folder labeled "For Insurance." Inside were files I swore I'd never use, until now. 2 years ago, Luke got into serious legal trouble. He'd stolen branding concepts and client lists from a competitor's fitness app to try launching his own. He panicked. He begged me for help. He was crying. Said he'd go to jail. Said Ashley would leave him. I covered for him. I called in favors. I scrubbed metadata. I talked to his ex-coworker. Bribed him, actually. I used Maya's company's legal team contacts to negotiate a quiet settlement. Cost me $18,000. A promotion I was up for was revoked because they suspected I was involved. They never thanked me. Not even once. Luke called it bro stuff. Mom said, "Well, you're good with computers." The next morning, I drove back to their house in Evanston. I handed Dad a plain manila envelope. Inside was a flash drive and a single note. "Play it before you talk to me again." He raised an eyebrow. "What the hell is this?" "Your golden boy's real legacy." Then I left. Inside that flash drive, every record of what I'd cleaned up for Luke, emails, PDFs, settlements, recordings, even a draft apology Luke wrote to his ex-boss that I edited for him. By noon, I got the call, first from Mom, then Dad, finally, a text from Luke. "WTF did you do?" That night, they showed up at my place. Mom looked like she'd been crying. Dad didn't meet my eyes. Luke stood behind them, furious, arms crossed, but saying nothing. "You had no right to..." Dad started. I cut him off. "You hit me. You humiliated me, and then you tried to take the one thing I built. But sure, tell me more about what I don't have a right to." Silence. "Do you finally hear me now?" I said. "Or do you need another file?" Luke looked up, face red. "You destroyed my reputation." "No," I said calmly. "I saved your life, and you repaid me with theft." No one spoke for a full minute. Then Mom broke down crying. I didn't yell. I didn't slam the door. I just stood there and said, "I'm not your fixer anymore. I'm not your fallback. I'm not your punching bag." Dad opened his mouth, then closed it. Mom stepped forward, voice cracking. "Ethan, we didn't know. You didn't want to." Luke turned and left first, slamming the stairwell door behind him. Mom and Dad stood there like strangers in my doorway. I didn't invite them in, but I didn't hate them either. I just felt free. Weeks passed. They didn't ask about the apartment again. Luke unfollowed me on Instagram. No surprise. But one afternoon, I got a letter, handwritten, from Dad. Not perfect, not poetic, but real. He said he was sorry, that he realized he'd chosen the loud son over the loyal one, that he hoped maybe one day we'd talk again. I didn't write back, but I kept the letter. Because healing doesn't need fireworks. Sometimes just not being invisible anymore is enough. And as I stood on my penthouse balcony, coffee in hand, city stretching below me, I realized I still have everything I need. And this time, I'm keeping it.